All right. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? I'm Anthony Crowell, Dean and President here at New York Law School. And it is a beautiful day outside and a beautiful day to graduate law school. To that end, it gives me great pleasure to call to order our commencement exercises. Congratulations. And it's also an honor to introduce Rachel Rosado, one of today's graduates, who will sing the national anthem. Rachel?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. Thanks, Rachel. That was terrific. As we always say at New York Law School, we are a family. And while today's celebration is, of course, for you, our graduates, please give your loved ones a well-deserved round of applause for all the support they gave you. I'd also like to welcome our esteemed Board of Trustees, faculty, and administration. In addition, we welcome those alumni who graduated 50 or more years ago, including our board chair, Arthur Abbey, who is celebrating his 60th anniversary today. That list includes our board vice chair, Judge Ernst Rosenberger, class of 1958, Nicole Montalet, class of 1964, Jeffrey Halbreich, class of 1966, and Raymond Schwartzberg, class of 1967. So, graduates, you are becoming lawyers at a turbulent time for our nation and world. We as a global society are standing at a crossroads. The world remains a place of hope and possibility, and there have been so many advancements we couldn't have imagined just a short time ago. At the same time, many of our norms and many of the institutions we trust to protect us are being challenged. We experience this every day through events within our borders and in the dramatic shift in our country's role around the globe. The United States has long professed a commitment to advancing the rule of law globally. And we've shown that commitment by working closely with allies and international organizations created to keep order and to protect those in need. Of course, there are many times when our country falls far short of these ideals, and sometimes in deeply harmful ways. But we cannot lose sight of our ideals: equality, fairness, justice. No, not today. There's too much at stake. With concerns mounting about our role as a force for global progress, at this moment, our nation needs to once again be the adult in the room. We have to mediate transnational conflict, push for human rights, and value a stable world order as we have done in the past. So what does this all mean for you? Well, America's historical role in protecting the rule of law provides an important context for understanding our role as lawyers. That's why in our countless conversations about our obligations as lawyers, I have reminded you always to be the adult in the room. New York Law School's goal is to launch lawyers who solve problems and who lead change. And if we've done our jobs right, you will leave here today with the foundation you need to be indispensable leaders. Leadership is not something you're born with. It's a quality of character developed and molded over time. In addition to intellectual inquiry, one of the most important qualities that effective leaders have is the ability to act with a high degree of emotional intelligence, or EQ. That means having self-awareness, empathy, self-control, motivation, and effective social and political skills. It also means not acting impulsively for short-term gain. Always being mindful and consistently acting in this manner will yield more benefits than you can imagine throughout your careers. Ours is a calling that requires the patience and humility to listen to others and to give advice based on sound and reasonable judgment. It also requires you to speak truth to power, substantively, so you bring true value to decision-making and earn your seat at the table. As a lawyer, that is, as the adult in the room, your ability to achieve the best results will be directly tied to how well you can bridge gaps and find solutions. Your job isn't to start conflicts or to be a polarizing force, but to resolve them and bring people together. Lawyers are the connective tissue that can forge bonds and make progress, especially in times of great change. Think about what you've done during your time as a law student and examine how and why you succeeded in all aspects of your legal education. Everything you need to build a solid foundation has been right there in front of you the whole time. Our world needs individuals who can truly listen and understand differing viewpoints, who value diversity in all forms, and who seek to promote positive and lasting change. We need courageous lawyers. Lawyers like you who will reject fear in favor of advancing justice, safeguarding institutions, and solving global problems. 62% of you are women. And 1/3 of you are the first in your family to attend college, just like me. Some of you are members of our 125-year-old evening division, arriving, absolutely. You arrived with a resilience and mental toughness that has powered you as you've balanced your schoolwork with your family and other work responsibilities. You've certainly had to be the adults in many rooms before coming to NYLS, and you've risen to the challenge. You have proven there's nothing you can't do. Law school is not supposed to be easy. That's because practicing law isn't easy. As I've shared with you my own story over the years, you should expect to face immense pressures, self-doubt, and setbacks at many points in your careers. But being in this hall today, you all have shown how to overcome and persevere through anything that comes your way. For most of you, the next challenge is the bar exam. All right. Because you will approach it with a deliberate and long-term strategy, and maintain your resilience and perspective, you will pass it and launch your careers. Remind yourselves daily, failure is not an option. And there is no substitution for good preparation. Remember, every day as you represent your clients, navigate exceptionally complex situations, collaborate with colleagues, and solve problems, you have the power to advance the rule of law and create a more just world. Do not underestimate your capabilities, and do not forget that no matter your success, you must always keep learning. Be good citizens. Use the skills you have developed to be engaged members of society. Ask the hard questions, serve others, and be inspiring role models. While we are in uncertain times, I have absolute confidence in our future because of you. All of you are as passionate and dedicated a group as I've ever known. On Wednesday, I will celebrate my 7th anniversary as dean. And I have never been more proud of a class than I am of yours. We've been through a lot together. I know your personal stories and have had the privilege of working with you in what I see as a journey of great professional and personal transformation. You all own what and who you are, and you all are proud to be graduates of New York Law School. You don't hesitate to speak out when you see wrongdoing, and each of you understands that the law is a tool for helping others. That's what all 3 of tonight's honorees have devoted their lives to, and that is what we are relying upon you to continue. Like them, you know that to be truly successful in life, you need to believe in and be happy with what you are doing. That sense of purpose will sustain you throughout difficult times. While the old world order is certainly changing, what is emerging has the potential to be more just and far greater than ever before. Our hopes rest on your shoulders. All of us, and especially me, will miss you greatly. But we will always be there for you as your partners, your friends, and your advocates over what will be a long and fruitful career. So go forth and do well while doing good. Congratulations again to you, New York Law School's class of 2019.